Hey Ron, this is John Jaskoka here. Hope you're doing well. I'm going to show you a little bit about my office and how I manage my work. I'm doing this on an iPad, so the quality isn't 100% the greatest, but I think it'll work. I'm excited to show you what I do with my office. So I'm big on technology, and almost all my files are stored on the computer. That's the main area that I have my files and my organization systems. When these offices were designed, they gave us lots and lots and lots of space for files, and I use some of them, but really it's all on the computer. I have two main computers that I work off of. This is my laptop that goes home with me. And then right over here I have my desktop as well. And this has been around a lot longer. My laptop is fairly new, and so I have files on there for about the last year. And then we have a public file that I save everything to, both from my work computer and my laptop, that I can get at any time, and that backs up everything because it's a server here at the church. But the main computer that I use for all new stuff is my Mac, except for a few programs that only work on a PC. So I'll kind of show you how I'm organized. What I do on Sunday night or Monday morning is I start making a list with the week that it is of all the things I have to start doing. And these things will grow throughout the week as I think of different things, and then I carry on from the week before onto the new week. And so this is something that helps me really plan out my day and my week as I get going. As I'm planning out my day, something that's really helpful is my calendar. I put all of my appointments with different people on there. And the nice thing about the calendar is that it syncs up with my laptop and my iPhone and my iPad. So I have one calendar and it's all ready to go. This is probably the most important tool for planning out my day. What really works for me is the things that I'm working on and need to get done and are kind of ongoing. I keep on my desktop, just right up here. We're really working hard on our midweek program curriculum right now, and so most of these files have to do with that, with curriculum overviews, theme nights, calendars, different things that need to be done. And then over here I have different files that I put things into. I have a lot of my school files open over here. This one is our Kid Life file. And then when it's kind of filled up and not so much on the front burner, then I'll go ahead and drag it down to this folder right here, which puts things onto the P drive. Now that I've shown you a little bit about what I do daily and weekly, let me show you a little bit about how I'm set up for long-term thinking. There are two documents that live on my desktop. These don't go anywhere. One is the yearly flow document, and the other is the strategic initiatives document. Yearly flow document is something I organize during the month of March, and I go through month by month and talk about what's on the calendar, what needs to be communicated, what I need to plan, different things I need to do with volunteers and training, and special projects that might be happening. The beginning of each month, so we're almost to August, I look at this calendar and it has everything laid out of what I need to do that month. This has been very, very, very helpful. So that is what I call the yearly flow document. Then the next one is strategic initiatives. We do these as a staff for the upcoming year in the spring. And we come up with different objectives as a team that as pastors we put together. Here are our team objectives for the year. And then I come up with my own objectives. Some of them are personal, others are professional. And then I have written out here the plan of how I'm going to complete each of my specific objectives. So this is goals and also long-term planning for the year that needs to take place. And again, both of these documents live on my desktop and I look at them regularly. The yearly flow is at least once a month, but usually several times for the month. And the strategic initiatives document I look at several times through the course of the month. So again, most of my files are on the computers and on our network here at the church, but I do use some of my hard copy files to stay organized. And then this first drawer here, this is where the main files that I use on a day-to-day basis. So the first file here is the top of the desk file, and this helps me keep a clean desk. And at the end of the day, whatever's on top of the desk goes right into this file. So I always put my task list right in here, especially when I don't need to take it home, and that goes there so I can pull it out at the beginning of the day. Then things to go through are things that I need to spend more time reading at, looking at, just can't throw away. So those are things that need to be at my attention and what I need to go through. Then I have the important or urgent things, stuff that needs my attention. I need to make sure that I need to do that ASAP and right away. And then the latest stuff are just different things that I'm given, different trends I need to look at, and new material, especially when I get promotional things in the mail. And then I have, as we're always looking for people, I have potential people and volunteers who filled out that they want interest. I contact them, and then I usually keep their information, especially if they don't get involved right away, so I can contact them later. So top of the desk are things I need to go through and get organized. Then to go through is stuff I need to look at further and read. This would be stuff to one day get to. Then the important things are stuff that, man, urgent, need my full attention now. And then the latest stuff are things that are new and things that I want to spend a little bit more time looking at. This system really helps me stay organized. Also in this filing system back here, we have different databases on our people, different pictorial directories. Those are really helpful, but I also have an iPhone app that has all of our people, a database there, and that's what I look at more than looking at my hard copies now. Then here is our financial reports. This is our budget information and all of my budgets that I'm in charge of, as far as reports on how we're doing on spending. And then back here we have my receipts, because I got to return in receipts. I put one of these labels on my receipt with the account number and who I spent time with if I'm buying a lunch. And then we have these envelopes that are in here that we put our receipts into, and we turn them into our accountants. And then back here we have a chart for mileage to get reimbursed if we're spending a lot of time driving. So I have one for each month of the year. We got August coming up. So that's how I'm organized with this. So I already explained the things that I'm working on, kind of pressing. They stay on the desktop. Then when they're finished, they go into the file. And when that file's finished, they come in here to my documents. Now I don't have a ton of stuff on my laptop because I save most of that stuff to my P drive, which is something that I'm going to now show you how that works. Alright, so now that I've shown you a little bit how I use my desktop and my files that are saved on my Mac, I'm going to show you the P drive. So once I've finished a project or have done enough where I need to update it and back things up, I back everything on our public server, which is backed up here with the church, and it's stored right here. So I click on this file, and up comes the public drive. Here's all my main folders that I can then gain access to at any computer here at the church, or also from remote dial-in from off-site. Two main programs are here, Kid Church, Kid Life, but then we also have other files that are important, communication, family ministry. Then if we go here to Kid Church, tons of stuff we've done throughout the years. Events is a big one. Here are events that are common with First Beat Kids. One of our biggest one is the New Year's party. We have all of our years set up here, so if you were to click on a year, it would then have everything we did from that year. Permission slips, different documentations, the letter, pickup info, volunteer roles. It's a really nice thing to have things saved from year in, year out. So that is our P drive, and here's a few other things that we use the P drive for. So another thing that we do is, main thing we do is Kid Life, our midweek program, which is a ton of different things. So we have that pretty well organized. This is what we did last year. We have all of our curriculum overviews. Then here we have all of our different small group questions and outlines. And so you can come here and you can see all the different lessons, units we've done, the titles, the different documents that go with the different lessons. So that's all saved here for when and if we use the curriculum again. So that's really helpful. So everything eventually makes it on here to the P drive, and it is well organized and ready to go with our different ministries. This is on the P drive. This is all of my sermons or speaking that isn't specific with First Be Kids. So when I preach at Big Church, everything's right there. When I've done different camps and then random sermons, those are all right there saved, so I have them. Here on the P drive, I have my annual reports file. We've done them not every year, but some of the years. I haven't put this past year in here yet because it's still on my desktop, which is where it needs to be for the next year. This will be the place where that goes when this year is over. Most of the curriculum that I've written or worked on for Sunday morning is right here in the 4th and 5th grade curriculum. So we have different series we've done: Be Bold, Dare to be a Daniel, God in Action, Leaders, Run the Race, Secure the Blessing, and these are all right here. Once a month we do small group Sundays, which we have the lessons here as well. So this is where our curriculum is for Sunday morning. I'm now going to show you how my email is organized. My email is right here, and here's everything, my email, and then right over here I have different files and folders that I put my emails into. The one I look at the most is our children ministry minutes. Those show up right here. Important things, curriculum, emails, they all go right in here in this folder. Here's my contact list. You go right here, that bounces up. Lots of names contacted. If I put something in my phone or my computer or my iPad, it all updates all of them, which is really nice. I have 3 teams I communicate directly the most. The other teams I have other people communicate with. So that's my 4th and 5th grade team on Sunday morning, my 4th and 5th grade team on Wednesday night, and then my KidMin team, which is my staff for First Be Kids. I'll be changing this and adding this as my job has changed. There'll probably be a high school distribution list in here pretty soon. But this is how I do email and have my contacts set up. It works really well. So again, most of my work is done on my Mac. I can take the Mac with me home, or I can take it to a coffee shop. But there's a few programs that the Mac won't run, which leads me to my PC, which I use every once in a while. So on the PC, we have some of the same type of file organizations. Now it's something where when I use the PC, I'm basically getting something off the P drive. I still have a few things saved in my documents right here. So I have the same type of folders here. But mostly I go to the P drive, which again means public drive. I come down and I find my name, and everything shows up here. But my database is stored under children, and my database leads me 2015, 2016. We have older databases here. This leads me to all my people, which are huge. When they sign up for First Be Kids, they fill out paperwork, and we store it on here, and we have addresses, phone numbers, and that's going to take a minute to load.